Hello, welcome to the response series where I read and respond to 1-star Yelp reviews. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more similar content. Just a reminder, we don't only get 1-star reviews. Out of all of our reviews, our 1 stars occupy 2.5% of the total ratio. All right, let's get right in. So this one's in response to Carol Ann A. 1 review, 1 photo. So she made an account just to review us. And it says, warning, beware of menu items highlighted in blue. For a party of 3, 2 protein entrees were supposed to be substituted for the chirashi, and there was no mention of an additional $150 for 3 people. The family style prefix substitutions were not clearly explained and downright deceitful. My husband and I were celebrating a 95th birthday for my mother and ended up spending over $500 including the tip. I really wanted to enjoy the experience despite our chef's effort, who doubled as our waiter, but ended up leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Save yourself from a potential scam. We will not be returning customers. And I wrote a response. Then I deleted it because I thought, it might be a good idea to put these in video format. But the rebuttal to my paragraph that I wrote says, I don't know how you're able to assume that the food was even enjoyable, as there was no mention of it being so. However, you do honestly believe that had the price of chirashi been listed clearly on the menu at $235 as you claim, that it would be even considered a reasonable choice to add to our order. The truth you speak is a lie. All right, I'll just go top to bottom and respond to each line. Let's see. There was no mention of an additional $150. Okay, I know it's backwards, but here's the menu. So up here it says family style shared course menu, 2 choices to share focaccia and 1 choice per person for dessert, 72 per person plus supplement if applicable. So we have a orange box section here, blue box section here. Dishes to share, parentheses, 2 choices per person. So for 3 people, you would get bread for everyone, 3 choices of dessert, which is down here, and also 6 choices to use in both of these sections total. So you can put it all up here, you can put it here, whatever you want, right? So over here we have our standard dishes that have no additional cost to it. This is built in. So if you came in and you ordered from this section, 6 people, there's 6 choices, or 3 people, there's 6 choices here. If you just picked every single dish in here and picked the bunnies for dessert, flat, 72 per person, that's it. And over here we separated it. Dishes with supplement cost. So this is like foie gras, scallops, duck. They're more premium ingredients. That's why there's an additional charge you see right over here on the right side. And just this says GF, that just means gluten-free. But over here we put the prices and we say supplement. Down here we say blue box section, premium add-on dishes. So we have the Wagyu and then we have the chirashi, two blue boxes, right? So this top box says standard price, strip loin, 24 per ounce, ribeye, 25 per ounce. So if you wanted to order pick your 6 dishes and you wanted to flat out add it on, so pick 6 and then add on 2 more dishes, that would be 8 dishes, and then that's the add-on price, is 24 per ounce, 25 per ounce. Now, if you use 2 of your choices, because you get 2, so 3 people get 6. If you use 2, you get a fat discount. You get it for $13 an ounce or $14 an ounce. So it's $11 cheaper per ounce. So if you got a steak of at least 7 ounces, pretty much nobody gets a 7-ounce steak. Everyone gets like 1-pounders or whatever. And so as you can see, the discount gets bigger the bigger steak you order. And if you ordered it for, let's say, a party of 10, you could order 30 ounces of steak and it would still just take up 2 choices and you could get 30 ounces at a discounted price. So this incentivizes ordering ordering more, basically, because you're kind of paying a flat fee to get in the door, and then you get really cheap Wagyu, cheapest in Hawaii. Most other restaurants sell it for $25 to $50 an ounce. All right, onto the chirashi. That's what this is about. So 2.5-pound seafood chirashi, 3 5-ounce butter poached lobster tails. So that's 15 ounces. That's 1 ounce less than 1 pound. So it's like a pound of lobster tail. 9 ounces of hamachi sashimi. That's like 3/4 of a pound. Two-thirds. 3 ounces of marinated ikuda. Comes with rice, bubarade, scallion, suyu, fresh wasabi, and uni puree. So over here we say standard price $235. That means if you ordered your normal stuff and you wanted to add it on, $235. Now below it, just like the Wagyu, it says utilize 2 choices plus $150. So the difference between this and this is $85. Now again, it takes up 2 choices. So if you use 2 choices, which you paid $72 for and got extra stuff, you would pay that much. So by using 2 choices, you get a fat discount. Bigger discount than if you would just flat out order it on top. The reason we separate it out like this is because we think if you flat out add it on, it'll be too much food. So that's why we encourage you to use 2 of your choices, because even if you substituted 2 choices for this, it's so big that it would be too much food. Because as I wrote over here, 2.5-pound seafood chirashi. Now that's 2.5 pounds of just seafood. All the rice and stuff probably make it like 3.5 pounds. Anyways, so that's the menu. It's up to everyone to decide if it's clear or not. And my opinion on it is, if you don't understand, you should ask. Anyways, there was no mention of an additional $150 for 3 people. Not clearly explained and downright deceitful. 95th birthday. I really wanted to enjoy our experiences but it ended up leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Save yourself from a potential scam and rebuttal. So in my initial response, I said, I'm glad you enjoyed your meal. And so her response was, I don't know how you're able to assume that the food was even enjoyable, as there was no mention of it being so. So my response to that is, she wrote a 1-star review, so one would assume that she would come out guns blazing and say all the negative things that she has to say. So she didn't mention the food, so obviously there wasn't a complaint. That's why I assume that the food was enjoyable. And however, do you honestly believe that the price of the chirashi had listed as $235 as I claim? Yes, you saw it over there. That it would be a reasonable choice to add to our order. The truth you speak is a lie. Yes, because in my initial response, I said it wouldn't make any sense for, okay, so we'll go back over here. She says she thought there was no add-on price. Just take up 2 choices and you get to have this. Now, this dish has more than $75 of raw seafood cost on it. So I buy the ingredients for more than $75, and then she thinks $72 per person. Well, 2 choices. I'm gonna get that bowl of seafood for no add-on cost. So that's what I said. Doesn't make any sense, because why would I buy $75 of ingredients, pay rent in this building, pay all my employees, rent, insurance, all the things associated to business, buy for $75, sell for $72, and give you free dessert and free bread and whatever? So that doesn't make sense, because, yeah. And then, as you claim, yes, I believe that is a reasonable choice because standard food costs in restaurants are 33% labor, 33% rent, 33% food costs. And that falls in line with that ratio. And usually restaurants profit between 1 and 10%. So 30%, 30%, 30% would yield a 10% profit margin. And that does fall in line with the 33% or more. So actually we're doing a bad job. We're selling it too cheap because standard is 33%. Is probably closer to like 35 to 40% food costs. And just for reference, yeah, we'll just leave it over there. What else did I say? Oh, so she also added on the foie gras crispy rice and the scallop and the ice cream pie, which is 1, 2, 3. And she didn't mention that there was anything wrong with those prices. So she got her bill and then she says, only the chirashi, I didn't expect it to be there. The other stuff, by not saying that she didn't expect it to be there, she understood that there was extra costs associated with it. So how does it make any sense that you understood this cost extra, but you didn't understand that this costs extra when it's formatted in the exact same way? Because logically, you would have to go one way or the other. Either you say, I didn't expect an upcharge at all on any of my food, which that kind of doesn't make sense because like obviously things cost more and there's different sections and stuff like that. So that logic is refuted. And then the other way is I expect all of them, which is correct. So the logic has to go either I didn't expect all of it or I expected all of it. And either way, this one is the normal one that everyone expects to pay what they ordered. And then this one is I'm blind and I didn't see anything. So yeah, it doesn't make sense to me why someone would think, oh, these are added on. I'm gonna blank this out in my mind and then I'm gonna add on this and I'm gonna pay extra here, I'm gonna pay extra here. But for the 2.5 pound seafood bowl with 3 lobster tails and all that other seafood and uni puree and fresh wasabi, it's free. So that's my response. Now that you've heard both sides of the story, please comment below if you agree or disagree with my opinion. I'm always open to gaining perspective on a situation from outside the bubble, which means without her opinion or without my opinion, people looking in from the outside. It's like on Reddit, that subreddit, AITA, am I the asshole, ? So it's kind of, did I do right or did I do wrong? So yeah, we'll see how this video does. If it does well, I will continue doing this, and I'll also read reviews from the past because the restaurant has been open for 4 years now. We have 1,755 reviews as of today. And as I said, 2.5% of those are 1 stars. See you next time.